On June 20th, 2024, Kiefer Sutherland shared heartbreaking news on social media, announcing the passing of his father, Donald Sutherland. He referred to him as one of the most significant actors in film history. Over an impressive six-decade career, Donald amassed nearly 200 screen credits, showcasing his remarkable talent in numerous iconic roles. Beyond his professional milestones, his genuine kindness and commitment to political causes garnered him deep respect and admiration from colleagues and fans alike. Donald lived a long and extraordinary life, filled with remarkable achievements and unforgettable performances. However, his journey was not without its share of drama and peril. He faced challenges that tested his resilience and character, yet he emerged with a spirit that inspired those around him. His legacy is not only defined by his extensive body of work, but also by the warmth and generosity he shared with others throughout his life. Donald McNichol Sutherland was born on July 17, 1935, in New Brunswick, Canada. He was the son of a salesman who later owned a local bus company. His early life was marked by challenges that shaped his character. He faced serious health issues during his childhood, including hepatitis, polio, and rheumatic fever, which made his formative years particularly tough. These illnesses forced him to confront difficulties that many children do not experience. As his family moved from St. John to Hampton, where his father took a job running the local power company, Donald had to adapt to new surroundings. This transition was not the end of the family's relocations, as they later moved to a town in Nova Scotia. It was in this new setting that he spent most of his teenage years. The frequent moves and health struggles contributed to a sense of resilience in him, helping to prepare him for the challenges he would face later in life, including his eventual rise to fame in the acting world. His early experiences would lay the groundwork for a career that would captivate audiences for decades. During this time, Donald Sutherland developed a strong interest in media and the arts. At just 14 years old, he landed his first job as a radio correspondent, which set the stage for his future career. Encouraged by his father, Sutherland studied engineering and drama at Victoria University. His education included a unique experience where he spent 4 months in Finland on an exchange program. During this time, he learned about mining, which provided him with a different perspective on life and work. Around this period, he also married his first wife, Lois May Hardwick. By 1957, he made a significant decision to pursue acting full-time. He chose to leave behind a potential career in engineering to immerse himself in the Ontario theatre scene. This choice marked the beginning of his journey as an actor, leading him to explore various roles and eventually become a well-known figure in the film industry. Despite his towering height of 6'4", Donald Sutherland faced significant personal struggles throughout his life. Even those close to him, including his own mother, often described him as unattractive. This perception deeply affected his self-image, leading him to slump his shoulders in an effort to avoid towering over others. Sutherland did not see himself as having the classic leading man looks that many of his peers possessed. Instead, he recognized that he would need to rely on hard work and raw talent to carve out a successful career in acting. This realization fueled his determination to prove himself in a competitive industry that often favored physical appearance over skill. He understood that his unique features and unconventional looks could be an asset, allowing him to take on diverse roles that others might overlook. Through perseverance and dedication, Sutherland transformed these struggles into strengths, ultimately becoming a respected actor known for his remarkable performances. His journey illustrates how personal challenges can be overcome with resilience and commitment to one's craft. Despite the challenges he faced, Donald Sutherland made a significant decision to cross the Atlantic to study at the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art. This move marked the beginning of his journey as a character actor in the early 1960s. During this time, Sutherland appeared in numerous West End productions, showcasing his talent on one of the most prestigious stages in the world. His early career also included roles in various British television shows, which helped him gain recognition. Interestingly, some of these roles overlapped, allowing him to display his versatility as an actor. A notable example of this was when he portrayed the character of Horatio in a televised production of Hamlet. This role not only highlighted his skills, but also solidified his place in the competitive world of acting. Sutherland's dedication to his craft and his ability to adapt to different roles laid a strong foundation for his future successes in film and television. Sutherland's first film credit was in the gothic horror film The Castle of the Living Dead, directed by Warren Kiefer and Luciano Ricci. This film starred the legendary Christopher Lee, known for his iconic roles in horror cinema. In this early role, Sutherland showcased his versatility as an actor by taking on three different supporting roles. He portrayed both an old man and a young sergeant, whose terrified expressions added a unique layer to the film's climax. This ending, while considered somewhat corny, effectively delivered a horrifying impact that resonated with audiences. In addition to these roles, Sutherland also played a witch, which led to a particularly amusing scene. In this scene, he conversed with himself, switching between the characters of the hag and the military man. This ability to shift between such diverse roles not only highlighted his talent, but also set the stage for a remarkable career ahead. His performance in this film marked the beginning of a long and successful journey in the film industry, paving the way for many memorable roles in the years to come. He then appeared in several other horror films, including Dr. Terror's House of Horrors, and the 1965 Hammer classic Die Diamine, alongside Tallulah Bankhead. This venture into horror seemed more out of necessity than genuine interest in playing genre roles. Sutherland knew he was capable of more intelligent and complex parts, yet he embraced the opportunities that came his way. Working in horror films provided him with valuable experience, even if it was not his primary passion. The genre often allowed actors to explore darker themes and characters, which can be creatively fulfilling. Despite any reservations he may have had about the roles, Sutherland appeared grateful to the filmmakers for the chance to showcase his talent. His performances in these films contributed to his versatility as an actor, proving that he could navigate different genres while maintaining a strong presence on screen. This adaptability would serve him well in his career, as he continued to take on diverse and challenging roles. A couple of years later, in 1966, Sutherland married actress Shirley Douglas. Their union brought forth the birth of a son that same year, who was named Kiefer. Kiefer Sutherland, as most of you will be well aware, went on to have his own exceptional career as an actor. He became famous for his roles in various television series and films, most notably for his portrayal of Jack Bauer in the hit series 24. Kiefer's talent and dedication to his craft have made him a respected figure in the entertainment industry. Donald and Shirley's relationship was marked by a shared passion for acting, which undoubtedly influenced Kiefer's career choices. Growing up in a creative environment, Kiefer was exposed to the world of performance from an early age. This background played a significant role in shaping his artistic journey. Donald Sutherland's influence as a father and a seasoned actor provided Kiefer with valuable insights into the industry, helping him navigate the challenges of fame and success. The family dynamic was rooted in a deep appreciation for the arts, which has continued through the generations. Kiefer Sutherland's achievements are a testament to the legacy of talent that Donald and Shirley instilled in him. Their family story is intertwined with the world of acting, showcasing how love and creativity can flourish together. Looking back on his early film audition failures, Donald Sutherland recalled often being told they wanted a guy next door look, and he didn't fit that mold. This feedback was disheartening for him, as he aspired to be a successful actor. His mother, trying to comfort him, told him he had a face full of character. While she meant it as a compliment, it felt more like a backhanded remark to him. This comment lingered in his mind and affected him deeply. The idea that he did not fit the conventional leading man image led him into a state of depression that lasted for a full year. During this time, he struggled with self-doubt and questioned his ability to succeed in the competitive world of acting. Despite these challenges, he persevered, eventually carving out a unique niche for himself in the film industry. His distinctive looks and compelling performances would later become his trademarks, proving that the very qualities that made him feel inadequate were also the ones that would set him apart and lead to his success. His piercing blue eyes made him perfect for close-ups, whether showing threat, tears, anger, or desire. This unique quality became one of Donald Sutherland's trademarks, allowing audiences to connect deeply with his characters. Despite receiving some criticisms about his appearance, Sutherland's insecurities often influenced his career choices. Many viewed him as striking, and his face was extremely expressive, which played a significant role in his performances. As he aged, his gangly form surprisingly turned him into an unlikely sex symbol and a distinctive male lead in Hollywood. However, before achieving this status, he was still navigating the early stages of his career. He faced challenges and doubts, but his talent shone through. His ability to convey a range of emotions made him a sought-after actor, and he gradually carved out a niche for himself in the film industry. The combination of his distinctive looks and acting prowess set him apart from his peers, allowing him to leave a lasting mark on cinema. He landed a role in The Bedford Incident, a big-budget Cold War drama alongside Richard Widmark and Sidney Poitier. This film was significant for its intense portrayal of military tensions during a critical period in history. Following this, he appeared in popular TV shows, including Gideon's Way and The Saint. While working on The Saint, he seized an opportunity that would change his career. He approached Roger Moore, the star and occasional director of the show, with a request. He wanted to show a rough cut of one of the episodes to some Hollywood producers who were in town scouting for talent for a war film. Moore, being supportive, obliged, and helped facilitate this meeting. As a result of this chance encounter, Donald Sutherland was cast in the film The Dirty Dozen, which became a classic in the war film genre. This film featured notable actors like Charles Bronson and Lee Marvin, further solidifying Sutherland's place in Hollywood. The British-shot MGM film was a huge hit, and after this success, Donald Sutherland left London for Hollywood. His journey in The Dirty Dozen showcased not only his talent but also his courage. Initially, Sutherland was set to play a minor role as Vernon Pinkley. This character was not supposed to have much screen time, as the script had limited scenes for him. However, a twist occurred when another actor refused to perform a scene. Director Robert Aldrich, looking for a quick solution, pointed to Sutherland and said, "You with the big ear, you do it." This unexpected moment was a turning point for Sutherland. He seized the opportunity and stepped into the role with enthusiasm. His willingness to take risks where others hesitated highlighted his determination to succeed in a competitive industry. This bold decision not only expanded his role in the film, but also marked a significant step in his career, paving the way for future successes in Hollywood. The success of the cult film led Sutherland to realize he could make it in Hollywood. With financial help from his friend Christopher Plummer, he moved his family to the United States. Once in Hollywood, he quickly started working on various projects, showcasing his talent and versatility. Sutherland had already proven himself as a great comic relief in the gritty war movie The Dirty Dozen. His performance stood out, adding a layer of humor that balanced the film's intense themes. This success opened doors for him, leading to his casting in MASH. Interestingly, he was signed on even before director Robert Altman and actor Elliot Gould joined the project. However, during filming, there were reports that Altman attempted to fire Sutherland, a claim that Altman later denied. Despite these challenges, Sutherland's career continued to flourish, establishing him as a significant figure in the film industry. In the film MASH, producer Ingo Preminger made a pivotal decision by casting Donald Sutherland as Hawkeye Pierce. This choice proved to be a masterstroke, as Sutherland brought a unique blend of humor and depth to the role. His performance excelled in balancing satire with seriousness, which was essential in creating the film's distinct atmosphere. Sutherland's portrayal allowed audiences to experience a mix of chaos and order, reflecting the absurdity of war while also critiquing it. His ability to navigate the fine line between irreverence and genuine emotion helped to elevate the film beyond a simple comedy. The character of Hawkeye, as brought to life by Sutherland, became a voice for the disillusionment felt by many during the Vietnam War era. This complexity resonated with viewers, making the film not just entertaining, but also thought-provoking. Sutherland's contributions were vital in shaping the narrative, making MASH a memorable exploration of the human condition amid the backdrop of conflict. After this, Sutherland's Hollywood career followed two main paths. On one side, he became a favorite for edgy comedies, breaking away from the old Hollywood traditions. He starred alongside Gene Wilder in Start the Revolution Without Me, showcasing his ability to blend humor with sharp wit. Sutherland also led in Paul Mazursky's Alice in Wonderland, a film that explored the struggles of an artist in a changing world. His role in Little Murders was particularly memorable, where he played an eccentric reverend. In this film, he delivered a powerful monologue on existentialism and the rejection of the divine, which resonated with audiences and highlighted his talent for tackling complex themes through comedy. On the other side, Sutherland repeatedly appeared in war films like Kelly's Heroes and Johnny Got His Gun. In these roles, he often represented a kind of everyman, embodying the absurdity of the lanky, sensitive, and intelligent male being thrust into the chaos of war. He always seemed like a guy who wanted nothing to do with battles and violence, a sentiment that mirrored his real-life feelings about war. This duality in his career allowed him to explore a wide range of characters, from the comedic to the tragic, showcasing his versatility as an actor. His unique ability to navigate these two distinct paths made him a significant figure in Hollywood, leaving a lasting impact on both genres. Johnny Got His Gun aligned well with Donald Sutherland's political beliefs, as the film delivered a strong anti-war message through its disturbing narrative. This film had a profound impact on him, pushing him further into activism. Later, he became involved with the Vietnam Veterans Against the War, a group that worked to oppose the conflict and support returning veterans. Sutherland took part in creating the Traveling Show, also known as FDA, which stood for Free the Army. This initiative aimed to entertain and inform troops while also criticizing the war. During these performances, Sutherland would often recite lines from Dalton Trumbo's film, reinforcing the anti-war sentiments that he held dear. However, it was his role in Alan J. Pakula's film Clute that truly sparked his anti-war activism. This role connected deeply with his views and helped him articulate his opposition to the war more passionately, influencing others to reconsider the impact of military conflict on individuals and society. In the film Clute, Donald Sutherland delivered a strong performance alongside Jane Fonda, who also shone in this thrilling and unusual neo-noir film. Their on-screen chemistry was palpable, and it mirrored the personal relationship that developed off-screen. At the time, Sutherland had divorced his wife 4 years earlier, and Fonda had emerged as one of the leading anti-Vietnam War activists in the United States. Her energy and enthusiasm for the cause resonated deeply with Sutherland, who allied with her as a public figure opposing the war. Their affair lasted a few years, during which both stars intensified each other's political ideas. This joint activism is captured in the FTA documentary, which Sutherland produced. The documentary illustrates how Hollywood stars were willing to risk their careers for their political beliefs. Their campaign was so impactful that it led to them being placed on the official CIA National Security Watch list, where they were kept under tight surveillance. This fact was revealed in 2017 through declassified documents, highlighting the significant risks they took for their convictions. During the filming of Kelly's Heroes in 1969, Donald Sutherland faced a serious medical crisis that would leave a lasting impact on him. While shooting in Yugoslavia, he suddenly fell ill and was hospitalized for 6 weeks. He later recounted that he contracted spinal meningitis, a condition that was particularly dangerous at the time due to the lack of available antibiotics. His health deteriorated rapidly, and he even experienced a coma during this period. Sutherland vividly remembered that there were moments when he was told he had died for a few seconds. This shocking turn of events caused major distress among the cast and crew, who were taken aback by the sudden change in his condition. Despite this terrifying experience, Sutherland managed to recover and return to the set. Afterward, he would share insights about what he experienced during his brief brush with death, revealing profound thoughts that emerged from that life-altering moment. His resilience during this medical crisis not only showcased his strength, but also added depth to his character as an actor, allowing him to bring more authenticity to his roles in the years that followed. Fortunately for Sutherland and all of his fans, he managed to make a full recovery 20 years after a significant health event. By that time, he had become a wealthy man, and he chose to devote a large amount of his time and fortune to the Montreal Children's Hospital in Canada. His personal experiences with the horrors of childhood illness deeply influenced his commitment to this cause. Understanding the struggles faced by young patients and their families, Sutherland took on the role of honorary fundraising chairman for the hospital. Through his efforts, he helped to raise substantial funds that have contributed to the hospital's ability to save countless young lives. His dedication and compassion have made a lasting impact on the community, highlighting the importance of supporting healthcare initiatives that focus on children. Sutherland's work in this area showcases his generosity and commitment to making a difference in the lives of others. In 1972, Donald Sutherland's personal life took a significant turn as his affair with Jane Fonda came to an end. During this time, he found love again with his co-star from the film Alien Thunder, Francine Rett. Their relationship blossomed, leading to marriage later that same year. Together, they welcomed 3 sons into their family. Sutherland took great care in choosing names for his children, wanting them to reflect his admiration for influential figures in the film industry. His first son, named Rogue, pays homage to the renowned director Nicolas Roeg. The second son, Rosie, shares his name with the esteemed director Frederick Reif. Lastly, the couple named their third son Angus Robert, with Robert's middle name serving as a tribute to the legendary actor and director Robert Redford. This thoughtful naming tradition highlights Sutherland's deep respect for the cinematic world and the people who shaped his career. His recent designation as a dangerous political figure did not hinder Donald Sutherland's career. In fact, it was this very perception that opened doors for him. In 1976, he won a significant role in the film The Eagle Has Landed. This casting decision was influenced by the idea that Sutherland was seen as less dangerous compared to Richard Harris. Harris, who had been considered for the same part, reportedly lost the opportunity due to his connections with an Irish Republican fundraiser. This situation highlights the complexities of Hollywood casting during a politically charged era. Sutherland's ability to navigate these challenges allowed him to take on a role that showcased his talents and contributed to his reputation as a versatile actor. His performance in The Eagle Has Landed solidified his status in the industry and demonstrated how perceptions can shape opportunities in unexpected ways. The film itself, a World War II thriller, benefited from Sutherland's unique presence, making it a memorable piece of cinema. Before this British war film began, Donald Sutherland revisited the horror genre, but this time in one of the most intelligent and psychological horror films ever made. Don't Look Now became a 70s classic filled with vivid red imagery and scenes of overpowering grief and suffering. Sutherland's role was one of his first portrayals of fatherhood, though it was portrayed through a surreal lens that added layers of complexity to his character. The film is known for its emotional depth and haunting atmosphere, which immerses the viewer in a world of loss and despair. In addition to its psychological themes, Don't Look Now features one of cinema's most famous sex scenes with Julie Christie. This scene was so realistic that it had been long rumored that it wasn't acted, although Sutherland always denied this speculation. The film's unsettling ending, marked by a shocking reveal, stands as one of the most memorable moments in Hollywood history, leaving audiences with a lingering sense of unease. The way Sutherland navigates the emotional turmoil of his character adds to the film's impact, making it a standout piece in both his career and the horror genre. A few years later, Sutherland starred in another horror classic, a remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. While Don't Look Now resonates with themes of loss, this film is better known for Sutherland's chilling human cry in its final scene. That scream seemed to open up a new set of American fears and insecurities, reflecting how the optimism of the 1960s had truly evaporated by now. Sutherland was a true master of horror, showcasing that his talent isn't limited to traditional horror roles. He could explore the darkest parts of the human soul in any project. Take, for instance, his role as the original Homer Simpson in The Day of the Locust. In this film, he captured the despair and disillusionment of characters striving for success in a cruel and unyielding world. His performances often delve into the complexities of human emotion, revealing the fragility of hope and the depths of despair. Sutherland's ability to evoke such powerful feelings in audiences further solidified his status as a remarkable actor in the genre. The film vividly portrays the hedonistic lifestyle of old Hollywood, transforming it into a chaotic and self-destructive nightmare. Donald Sutherland takes on the role of John Slinger with remarkable intensity, fully immersing himself in the character's wild vision. His performance is nothing short of mesmerizing, as he brings a sense of urgency and depth to the story. The film reaches a fever dream-like climax, showcasing the dark side of fame and ambition. For those who found Babylon to be overwhelming, this film serves as a lean and terrifying inspiration, capturing the essence of a time when dreams turned into nightmares. Sutherland's chemistry with co-star Schlesinger adds another layer of complexity, enhancing the film's exploration of the darker aspects of the entertainment industry. As Sutherland navigates this chaotic world, he demonstrates his extraordinary talent, which would soon catch the attention of one of cinema's true masters. The film remains a haunting reflection on the perils of ambition and the fragility of dreams. When working for a great director, Donald Sutherland once remarked that you become subjective and submissive, almost like a concubine, solely seeking the director's pleasure. This intense dedication caught the attention of Federico Fellini, who describes Sutherland cheekily as having the eyes of a masturbator. This unique quality led Sutherland to land the lead role in Fellini's Casanova, a film known for its stunning visuals and the demand for absolute commitment from its actors. The role required a certain temperament that could be described as somewhat masturbatory, reflecting the film's exploration of desire and seduction. Sutherland's portrayal of the legendary seducer is both otherworldly and deeply human. Fellini's vision makes the sexual side of Casanova feel unsettlingly familiar, transforming the narrative into a kind of horror film. The film delves into the darker aspects of desire, presenting a character who is both alluring and tragic. This complexity adds layers to Sutherland's performance, allowing audiences to witness the duality of Casanova's charm and the emptiness that often accompanies such relentless pursuit of pleasure. The film not only showcases Sutherland's talent, but also highlights Fellini's ability to blend beauty with discomfort, creating a cinematic experience that lingers long after the credits roll. Sutherland's willingness to take risks set him apart from other new Hollywood stars. While actors like Robert De Niro also took on challenging roles, Sutherland's choices often pushed boundaries much further. In Bernardo Bertolucci's film 1900, which runs for an extensive 317 minutes, Sutherland plays an important role. However, his portrayal of a fascist psychopath is far more complex and disturbing than typical roles of the time. Even Sutherland found it difficult to watch himself in the film, admitting that he was scared by his own performance. These Italian films are just a couple of examples of Sutherland's departure from mainstream Hollywood. At the peak of his fame, he sought to challenge himself in Europe, which did lead to a decline in his popularity in America. Financial troubles followed, not solely because he chose artistic integrity over commercial success, but sometimes due to poor foresight when it came to finances. His bold choices in European cinema showcased his unique approach to acting, setting him apart in an era filled with conventional stars. Considering his work with John Landis, Donald Sutherland took on the role of the Bohemian professor in the 1978 film Animal House. At the time, he did not realize the immense potential success this film would achieve. Sutherland made a significant decision by choosing a modest salary instead of opting for a share of the film's future profits. Looking back, he reflected that this choice might have cost him as much as $14 million, a staggering amount that likely influenced his career choices in the years that followed. As the 1980s transitioned into the 1990s, Sutherland began to balance more television work alongside his film roles. This strategic shift allowed him to secure his financial future. By embracing television projects, he was able to stabilize his income while still participating in the film industry. His experience with Animal House serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of Hollywood and the choices actors must make regarding their careers. However, it is not fair to say that this period was one of artistic compromise for Donald Sutherland. In fact, the decade began with one of his finest performances in Robert Redford's Best Picture-winning film, Ordinary People. In this movie, he played a grieving father with such depth and nuance that he was truly outstanding. Many actors might have settled into more prestigious roles after such a success, but Sutherland chose a different path. He continued to pursue unusual and diverse projects, showcasing his versatility as an actor. This included a return to horror and genre films, where he explored characters that challenged him and allowed him to demonstrate his range. His willingness to take risks and embrace a variety of roles set him apart from many of his contemporaries, making his work during this time both compelling and memorable. Sutherland's dedication to his craft and his choice of projects reflected his desire to push boundaries and explore the complexities of human emotion. In 1985, Donald Sutherland reunited with director Nicholas Roege to work on the music video for Kate Bush's song Cloudbusting. Their chemistry was palpable, and the video became a significant part of both their careers. The song gained popularity, becoming a big hit by 1989, showcasing Sutherland's ability to connect with audiences through different mediums. This period marked a shift in his career as he began to engage more deeply with politically charged cinema. One of his notable roles during this time was in the film A Dry White Season, where he portrayed a man who undergoes a profound transformation regarding apartheid in South Africa. Sutherland's character evolves from being an apologist to becoming a fierce opponent of the oppressive regime. This journey is complex and nuanced, moving away from the typical white savior narrative that often oversimplifies such stories. His performance in this challenging role is widely regarded as one of his best, highlighting his talent for bringing depth and authenticity to his characters. As the years progressed, Donald Sutherland's late career showcased his remarkable talent for elevating his co-stars and taking every project seriously, regardless of its scale. Whether it was an art house film or a more mainstream piece, Sutherland consistently delivered performances that resonated with audiences. Even in his supporting role in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, he impressed many with his portrayal, leading some to believe it was Oscar-worthy. As the 20th century drew to a close, he became well known for his memorable cameos, with his role as X in Oliver Stone's JFK standing out. In this film, he delivered one of the most engaging information dumps in movie history, skillfully pulling viewers into the complex web of conspiracy without losing their attention. despite the heavy exposition he was tasked with. His intensity was equally palpable in Backdraft, where he portrayed a pyromaniac with a depth that captivated audiences. Sutherland also added layers to smaller roles in films like The Italian Job and Cold Mountain. Even in the most minor parts, he had a unique ability to create something special, leaving a lasting impression on viewers. As time went on, Donald Sutherland's career took a unique path. His supporting roles began to dominate his filmography, making his leading performances rare by comparison. Despite his obvious talent, Sutherland was never nominated for a competitive Oscar, a fact that many find surprising. Iconic roles in films like MASH and Ordinary People, which would have defined the careers of other actors, were just part of his extensive list of achievements. In the late 90s, he came close to Oscar recognition with performances in A Time to Kill and Without Limits, yet the industry's ultimate validation eluded him. This lack of an Oscar nomination has led to discussions about his status in Hollywood. Fortunately, the Television Academy recognized his work, awarding him an Emmy, which speaks to his skill and dedication as an actor. He is often cited as among the finest actors never to be nominated for an Oscar, a testament to his remarkable career and the depth he brought to each role. In one of his best yet lesser discussed roles, Donald Sutherland captivated audiences in the TV movie Citizen X. For this performance, he won an Emmy, showcasing his incredible talent as he portrayed a high-ranking Soviet official. This character had the challenging task of balancing the needs of the investigators working on a serial killer case with the demands from higher-ups in the government. Sutherland never became complacent as an actor. He consistently brought unique touches to each character he played. His ability to infuse wit, venom, unexpected humor, or a steely edge into his performances set him apart from many of his peers. Notable examples of his versatility include his portrayal of Clark Clifford in HBO's Path to War, where he demonstrated a profound understanding of political complexities. Additionally, his role as the manipulative Nathan Templeton in Commander-in-Chief further highlighted his skill in bringing depth to characters that often walked a fine line between power and morality. His performances remain a testament to his dedication to his craft and his ability to create memorable, nuanced characters. Whenever Donald Sutherland showed a softer side, he made it unforgettable. His portrayal of Mr. Bennett in Pride and Prejudice is yet another role that stands out. Sutherland brings a certain laconic, self-amused quality to Mr. Bennett, capturing the essence of a character that he truly mastered. This portrayal is not just about delivering lines, it is about embodying the spirit of a father who is both wise and humorous, yet deeply caring. His final scene with Kieran Culkin in this film alone deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for cinematic fatherhood. The way he interacts with his daughter reveals layers of love and understanding that resonate deeply with audiences. This moment encapsulates the warmth and complexity of parental relationships, showcasing Sutherland's ability to convey profound emotions with subtlety. Any tribute to his career would be incomplete without acknowledging the brilliance of this performance, as it highlights his remarkable talent for portraying characters who balance humor with heartfelt sincerity. In 2017, the Academy recognized a long-overdue acknowledgement of Donald Sutherland's remarkable career by presenting him with an honorary award. This recognition was likely influenced by his resurgence in popular culture, particularly due to his compelling portrayal of President Coriolanus Snow in the Hunger Games series. Sutherland was not merely cast in this role. He actively pursued it, demonstrating his enthusiasm by writing to the filmmakers to express his passion for the project. His motivation extended beyond the role itself. He aimed to politically engage younger audiences, hoping to inspire them to become more active in civic matters. He expressed a desire to wake up an electorate that has been dormant since the 70s. Through his performance, Sutherland hoped that younger viewers who were introduced to him through these films would take the opportunity to explore his extensive and impressive body of work, which spans decades and showcases his versatility as an actor. This honorary award served as a testament to his enduring impact on the film industry and his commitment to using his platform to encourage political awareness among the youth. Donald Sutherland continued working until the very end and is survived by his partner since 1972, Francine Rhett, as well as his 5 children Kiefer, Rossif, Angus, Rug, and Rachel Sutherland, along with his grandchildren. He passed away in Miami, surrounded by family, and admired by many more. Reflecting on his earlier brush with death in 1969, Sutherland had a vivid memory of that experience. He described it as watching his body go down a blue tunnel, which he found iridescent like an oyster shell. He noted how seductive the idea of dying was, saying it was incredibly tempting, and he felt a sense of longing, thinking, "Ah man, why not?" Though he came back from that brink then, he did not this time. It is hoped that he found peace as he returned to that blue passage. More importantly, it is wished that he knew how much he was loved, how many lives he touched, and how he will never be forgotten.